activity on it.
Can you hear us okay?
Some of them are going to get started. Actually, one of them didn't give us enough time to do notices.
Steve, I'm going to hang up for a minute.
Yes, I can hear.
You can usually send notices that they're going to be started.
Have you gotten your plastic?
We're good.
You want to present it or you want me to? I was responsible for both the screw up and the cleanup. Or part of the cleanup. Yeah.
Retract.
I think I run it. You are? Oh, that's right, you are.
I have to do that, so retract it.
Good afternoon. At this time, we'll call to order the Hamilton County Drainage Board for our meeting of August 11, 2025. Let the record reflect. We have a quorum of members, Harebrant and Altman in person. Do we have Mr. Dillinger online? Is he able to hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good. Gotta respond. Okay, so we'll be doing roll call votes. Thank you. We did not have an executive session today. It was not necessitated. We have no hearing requests. We have no final reports. We have one variance, and that's Cool Creek Drain and a Kendall Arm Park and Poplar Development. Fill in the floodplain.
Yes, before you is a request by the City of Westfield for variance from the Ordinance 9-26-16A regarding fill in the floodplain. For the purpose of a future apartment building as part of the larger Park and Poplar development that'll be occurring on the south side of downtown Westfield. Petitioners proposing to regrade portions of land within the Anna Kendall floodplain. So to offset the fill, we'll be requiring compensatory floodplain storage at a 3-to-1 ratio. The construction will be placing 616.5 cubic yards of fill within the floodplain and removing 1,865.2 cubic yards as mitigation. Which just barely exceeds the 3-to-1 ratio at 3.03 to 1. Engineering review was conducted by Clark Dietz Engineering, and we received an approval memo on July 11th. So this is for final approval.
Okay. And it is the surveyor's recommendation
That is correct.
that we approve it with the conditions you have set forth in your report.
That is correct.
Motion to approve, Harebrant.
Is there a second?
Second, Dillinger.
Okay. Any discussion on this? All in favor, roll call, please.
Commissioners Dillinger,
Aye.
Harebrant,
Aye.
and Altman.
Aye. Thank you. We have 14 non-enforcement requests. I believe all of them are recommended for approval by the surveyor's office. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve all the non-enforcement submitted 1 through 14. Harebrant.
Second, Dillinger.
Discussion. All in favor? Roll call, please.
Commissioners Dillinger,
Aye.
Altman,
Aye.
and Harebrant.
Aye.
Okay, it passes. We have no violations, we have no spills, we have no surety acceptance, and we have no surety releases. We have construction updates which have slightly changed from the original published agenda. So who wishes to present?
Yes, good morning. I have updates on 4 of these. Number 3, the Mary Wilson Oak Park Drain reconstruction, my understanding is that was to start today. We will verify. Number 8, Emily Vestal Drain reconstruction. The contractor plans to start in mid-August. That will be after the Mary Wilson Oak Park Drain is constructed, so that's when that's completed. That same contractor will then move to the Emily Vestal. Elwood Wilson Drain, Craig Hollernaum reconstruction. The contractor was out potholing the existing regulated drain last week in anticipation of starting very soon. Anchorage Drain reconstruction. The surveyor's office received a statement for basis of just compensation. This was actually brought to the board at the last meeting. I have discussed the value of that statement with Tim Knapp, and we are going to adjust what that value is, and that is being looked at, reevaluated by the appraiser. It was based on expected removals of certain improvements on the land that is not going to actually take place, so we were going to reduce that valuation down. And those are our updates.
Okay. We have for consideration at the commissioners meeting, an agreement with a homeowner with encroachments in the drainage easement. It's a long-standing issue where the person would
Oh.
like to sell.
Yes, Mr. Phillips, yes.
I reviewed that agreement for commissioners. I don't know if we saw the revised one, but it says that we may work in the regulated drain as long as we don't disturb their encroachment, which I think is not appropriate.
I was going to do that on the removing from the item, but on that, we spent a lot of time with that. The original, just a background, the original owner was named McPhail, and they basically filled in a ravine between 2 lots along Geis Reservoir. There is a pipe that is in that area, in the easement, that was installed by them. It's been there for 40 years. Gary can chime in, and they've determined it's working fine. The encroachments are on, I believe it would be the west side of the easement,
On the Phillips property,
and
yes.
they are relatively small. Some of them are down toward the reservoir where there's a pool that encroaches, 2 or 3 feet, Gary? And then on up the hill, and this is a steep hill, on up the hill, there's a chimney that encroaches about 2 feet. And we reached an agreement with the previous owner, but then he sold out before we could get there.
But that previous agreement was, if we work in that easement, we don't care about the encroachment, it's gonna go.
That was the standard language. Jerry Liston, I've been out there, Dave's been out there, and essentially those encroachments are 10, 12 feet from the pipe. So we feel, given the fact that you'd be tearing down a substantial improvement and that there hasn't been a problem for 40 years.
But what if there is?
If there is, we've got plenty of room to work. That's one of the things we looked at.
Well, then it shouldn't bother them that they guarantee the encroachment, that we will not be, will be held harmless of the encroachments. That's how I feel, because if we change it on this, we're gonna have a problem with everyone down the road. Our standard language should be, if you encroach and we allow it, we're not gonna guarantee your encroachments.
I thought we had used a standard non-enforcement, correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, the standard non-enforcement not only provides that we allow the encroachments, but if we have to do work in that drain that, and it damages the encroachments, too bad, so sad.
Right.
But in this one, and I think we spent a lot of time, and I think we changed this language after talking with you for hours, and you're very comfortable with those encroachments. I mean, the chimney for the house is 6 or 8 inches, and the pool wall is a couple of feet. And the pool wall is so far down that the elevation of that discharge pipe into the reservoir, Gary felt was such that it's not going to be a problem.
So this is a unique situation?
Well, not really.
There?
I have to say, I had a misunderstanding. I thought we were saying that all the existing improvements were still at risk.
Believe me,
Well, we're just not, I'm not gonna vote for it.
Right.
Okay.
There's no way I'm gonna vote for us taking
We'll put the
responsibility for someone else's encroachment if we gotta work.
We'll put it back in there
Okay.
and have it at your next meeting.
That's
I
under,
just wanted,
that's under
it's under commissioners,
Yeah,
but I
not
wanted
here,
to discuss
but,
it
yeah.
here when we had
Yes.
the people involved that need to be involved.
I know that for the chimney itself, and this is how this all started, I know on several ones in the past where we've looked at one that this chimney's been in place for 40 years, that if it was far enough outside the easement, we did say that we wouldn't touch that, but I didn't know about any of the other ones. And the chimney, there's not a lot we can do about it. I mean, it's just a few inches in the easement. It's
Well, then
been
we
there.
probably won't hit it anyway, but it shouldn't be our risk.
Correct.
And that's what
So-
happens when we say we'll work in it, but we won't touch the encroachments. That's just not what we do. We didn't stick them there.
The pool, I think, is 3 or 4 feet. Gary?
I'd have to lie, I don't
The pool wall, as I remember
specifically.
it, it's, that, and that probably would not
No, we'll
hurt
have
the
to take a look at the
marketability of
language
the
again.
And I
property.
think those documents are under the attorney's report, because I'm not seeing it in my main packet.
Correct, it is number 2 on the pending items of the Drainage Board Attorney. That
Well,
is-
no, in terms of our meeting,
Oh, this afternoon,
commissioners,
yes.
yeah, because it's not in the packet it was presented. Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure we discussed it here, because
Yes.
the action will be taken or not taken at commissioners. Okay,
Well, I've got a funeral I gotta go to, but, and Dave can handle it, but I'm presuming that the pool wall definitely is at risk. And then-
all of them, we're not gonna differentiate.
Okay.
If we go into that easement, I think just as a matter of courtesy, we should be careful, but we're not going to take on any obligation with respect to any encroachment that was not
We
authorized.
should, that's just being consistent with
Yeah.
what we always have done.
And
I
there,
mean, along those, like I said, I know we have looked at, I mean, it's not many, but there has been ones where there's been an existing improvement that was put in years ago that maybe we didn't, it just wasn't mentioned. It wasn't specifically called out in the encroachment agreement.
well, it should be our standard, you can encroach, or we're gonna allow you to encroach, but it's your problem should we need access. That's what we've done on fences and everything else. Okay. Let's see, so we took care of your updates. Any attorney updates
No.
on pending items?
No.
Anything else to come before the Drainage Board?
I have an update on items pending
Yeah,
for
we
surveyor
got
number
several
6.
on here.
We have the we have an appraisal, and then we had, I'm going to forget the actual term, but we had a, is it a broker look at the valuation as well? And we have those numbers, and Tim is looking at those. They're different. We were looking at a price in between, and, but we do have that, so we have some movement there.
Okay.
I've got a couple questions.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, you
I
have
just-
a couple things.
I just wanted to follow up on A.F. Ingerman.
Yes, so I have, I was emailing with Mr. Rowland last week. What I need to do is.
Let's define the program, or
Yeah,
problem
so
for the record.
This is the A.F. Ingerman drain. We have claims from a parcel of land along the drain within the limits of the work, which is the Rand Woodward family acreage. And there are claims against our contractor and the work that they did, and claims that there's work they did not do. That Mr. Rowland, I understand, is the tenant farmer or involved with Mr. Woodward. He's been the main point of contact, and he's developed a list of items as claims against the project. He really hasn't made any formal claims against the county or against our contractor, but that list, I need to respond to those each point by point, and more or less establish the position of the county related to those claims. I need to do that.
Okay, there was that, and then I know you just talked a little bit about the Anchorage drain.
Yes.
How's everything coming along with that?
So until we actually secure this easement we can't access it. So
Okay.
we're working on that, and as soon as we have that, we will get in there to do the work.
Okay,
Yep, this is a temporary access easement on one of the properties immediately
Yep.
adjacent
yeah,
to
I
where
know
the
right
work
where
is
you're
going to take
talking
place.
about. And then the last thing was on the West Arcadia one up there. I know it's on hold, but have you made any other, progress?
Yes,
on
we're
that?
still working on the easement acquisitions.
Okay.
Yep, we
okay.
are still, and actually, there was conversation today about the last parcel, second to last parcel. The last parcel is the Wells parcel, the second to last parcel is the Knapp parcel, and we are working through some valuation items on that easement
Okay.
acquisition.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Is that all you need?
That's it.
Is there anything else to come before the board?
No, ma'am, nothing else?
Is there a motion?
Motion to adjourn, Harebrant.
Second, Dillinger.
All in favor?
It's roll call.
I know, I'm looking at Lynette.
Commissioners Dillinger,
Aye.
Altman,
Aye,
and Harebrant.
Aye.
she has.